coaches, powerful feminine women that are called to make a difference. Hello, hello. I have got my trusty whiteboard here with me. We are live on Instagram and in our Facebook group, the Tribe of Spiritual Entrepreneurs. This is 11 o'clock Eastern Time on a Tuesday, where we go live every single Tuesday inside of the Tribe of Spiritual Entrepreneurs. But today we are doing something special. We are actually running this live on Instagram and YouTube and inside of my profile, on my profile as well, because we are excited. There are only 6 days to go before the Business Queen Ascension 5-day completely free workshop takes off. And it has been absolutely magnanimous and exciting. Women are joining from everywhere. Women are excited because this is the moment. Hello, Janine. Hello, Habiba. Khadija's here. Lavinia's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me where you are checking in from. Come say hello on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Come say hello. Tell me what the weather is like in your place. We are freezing. We are under like minus 19 degrees. The snow is up to my eyeballs. And when you're only like 5 feet, let me tell you, it doesn't take much for anything to be taller than me. But we got to show up and wake up and just be the powerful women that we are every single day, no matter how tall or short we are. So welcome. Tell me where you're checking in from. Tell me where you are in the world. I've got my board here. I want to tell you everything that's going to be going on. And we have a really exciting topic today. Okay. I've been researching the difference between successful people and people that are not successful. And I'm going to tell you, there are hundreds of things. Different people say different things about successful people and, you know, people that are not successful. And I went on and I was researching, and it's like the 3 things that make successful people different, the 12 things, the 29 things, the 102 things, the waking up early thing, the not waking up early, the 4-hour week, the mindset, the foods we eat, the collaborations. And my goodness, it was just on and on and on about, you know, what is the difference between how successful people show up and how other people do not. Okay. And so what is the difference? What is the difference between how they show up? And I want you to guess. I want you to guess, because let me tell you, the internet can either give you a lot of solutions, or the internet can confuse the heck out of you. Okay, it can confuse you. It's like someone who's got a health diagnosis and you start researching, maybe you got yourself a little bit of a rash or something, and you go online and you start researching everything about this rash. By the time you finish researching, the internet and Google and YouTube has now told you that you have a completely terminal illness that can never be cured, and you are down the rabbit hole of death and despair. Let me tell you, that's how the internet works. Okay, there's very few good news out there, and if there, you know, and that is why we need coaches and doctors and lawyers and accountants to help us through all of these things that are going on the internet. Yes, I think the internet is amazing, and we run our company on the internet. We're a completely 100% online business, and I love it. I love it. But you have to have the ability to figure out what's nonsense and what's good. Okay. And so that's the difference. You got to have the self-discernment in your head to understand that this is just a complete bowl of malarkey. Honestly. Okay. No truth in there. So let's talk about, I want you to guess. What do you think the difference is? Let's talk about, right? Successful people versus the not. Let's just call them the not. Okay, for whatever you want to call them, right? So you can look at yourself and say, am I in the category of successful? Do I consider myself successful in some areas and not successful in other areas? Okay, so it doesn't have to be that you have to be successful in every single area of your life, because I can tell you right now, there are a lot of rich people that are not happy. There are a lot of people that look happy on the outside, but they're not. There are a lot of married people that are unhappy. So they might look and say, well, I have a marriage, I have a relationship, but are you happy? Okay, there are a lot of rich people who don't have great relationships with their children. There are a lot of poor people who don't have good relationships with their children. So in which area are you successful when you think about it? Relationships, health, investments, business, your children, what is going on in your life? Maybe your community, volunteering. There's an area in your life that you're successful, and then there's areas in your life that you're not. And I went on and I started researching to find out what was that one thing. If we can just pinpoint one thing. So when you look at the areas that you have been successful in, what did you do in those areas that created success? What did you do to become successful in that one thing that you did really well? Whether it was driving a car or cooking a pot of food or learning how to swim or cultivating a relationship with your neighbor or volunteering or giving charity or your health. There's that one thing that you did over and over again to create success in that area. So I went on a research binge and I was looking at every single thing that people said, well, this is the difference between successful people and people that are not. So I want you to guess. Let me see what your answers are. Can you guess for me? What's your guess to find out what is that one thing? What is that one thing that successful people do in that area that you see? You see, success is something where you get to decide what success looks like for you. You get to say, I know when I see this, I'm successful, right? So when you look at success, you go, okay, when I look at my life and I say, well, I know I'm successful when. How do you know you're successful? I know I'm successful when I have 100,000 in my bank account. Okay, maybe that's your magical number. Maybe that's your magical number when you go, I'm successful when this happened. So this becomes a marker. It becomes a milestone. Okay, if you're just joining us, my name is Fatima Omar Kamisa. I am CEO of Million Stars Academy, where we help women engineer their celebrity in their niche so they can be seen and heard as advocates and make a difference in the lives of the women around them through coaching and publishing. Okay, awesome. So we're talking about success today. We're talking about what is that marker? What is that milestone? Okay, if you're watching this on Instagram or on YouTube or on my profile, we do this every single Tuesday at 11 a.m. inside of the Tribe of Spiritual Entrepreneurs every Tuesday. So you should join our club because membership has benefits. So let's talk about the markers. Okay, does having $100,000 in your bank account tell you you're successful in that area? What about your relationship with your child, your son, your daughter? How are you going to know that you're successful? Okay, is it because you can speak to them and have a conversation? Okay, you can have a wonderful conversation. Maybe you are looking for a conversation where no one's yelling at each other. Okay, what about your health? Maybe you've got a couple of kilos to lose and to release some pounds or kilos or stone, whichever way you measure it. How are you going to know that you have achieved it and you are successful? Maybe you want to weigh, okay, 55 kgs or 130 pounds. maybe if your scale said that number, okay, and I'm not saying that's a good number, we're just talking about it. For someone else, maybe that's the right number they want. Okay, for someone else in their child, maybe they want to see their child become a lawyer, okay, or create a legacy. Or maybe you know that you are successful when you are, you publish your book. Okay, when you publish your book, you're all happy because you're like, I have achieved it. I got there. I know that I achieved it because of this thing. So let's talk about success now. What is that one thing that successful people do to achieve their markers and to achieve their milestones? Okay, what is that one thing? And I was really researching to find out what is that one single thing. And I really looked to see what was that one single thing, and here it is. Okay, successful people show up. What do? They show up. Okay, they don't stop. If you have your mind on something, we just don't stop. So successful people are people who say, you know what? I'm not the prettiest in the room. I'm not the smartest in the room. I'm not the tallest in the room. I'm not the most educated in the room, but I will not stop. I will not stop. Okay, successful people have blinders on their goals. The way they get there on the journey, they're flexible, but the goal never changes. They've got the goal, they know what they want, and we are unstoppable. We will not be denied. We don't care what people say, what boulders are being thrown out, what naysayers, what haters show up, what people are saying. And yes, we might fall, we might get hurt, we might get injured, we might take time off, we might have pity parties, but we get up and we show up. Okay, so what do successful people do? Successful people get up and show up. That's it. Here is it. This is the recipe. Okay? And so you want to declare it right now if you are looking at being that successful person. Okay? You want to surround yourself with the group of successful people. Successful people get up and show up. Get up and show up. Okay? Even after I had jaw surgery, I showed up. Even when I wasn't feeling well, I showed up because I am that person who is a woman of my word. If I give my word to something, I'm going to show up. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. Get up and show up. Now, on February the 22nd, we are having the Business Queen Ascension program. This is a challenge, a workshop that is 5 days. It starts on Monday. It ends on Friday night. And inside of this workshop, I am going to show you everything you need to engineer your celebrity, to be seen as an advocate, to be seen as an expert in your niche, so you can magnetically attract the right kind of clients. You can show up as the person you are meant to be. You can be that person to say, I am unstoppable. I have this goal. God gave this goal to me. I am meant to do something, my mission and my purpose. And that's what we're going to show you inside of the Business Queen Ascension. Now, one of my team is going to put a link. We're going to make sure that everybody on all the different channels, Instagram, it's in my bio. You can go and check it right there. Make sure you register. And make sure that you bring your friends, you bring your sisters and your moms, because guess what? We also have an amazing competition happening inside of the Tribe of Spiritual Entrepreneurs. And there are some mega $1,000 prizes to be won just for inviting your friends. And so the only thing you got to do is get up and show up. Invite people, show up for yourself and show up for other people. And everything is happening inside of the tribe of spiritual entrepreneurs. Thousands of dollars of prizes. In fact, it's more than $8,500 worth of prizes we're giving away just for the people who are inviting their friends inside of the tribe. Okay, and then inside of the launch, which starts on February 22nd, we're going to give out more prizes. We're going to share all the content with you. We're going to pull back the curtain. There's a workbook that you got to register and get. Only the people that register are going to get the workbook. And the workbook is going to be your guide, a fillable workbook to help you get through the entire workshop. This is going to be the blueprint that you use for the next 12 months. Oh my God. And we're not charging you a penny. Okay. Some of the content in there has never been shared before. We're going to talk about podcasts, summits, writing a book, publicity, press releases, how to find your niche, how to grow your Facebook group, how to show up powerfully. It is jam-packed with information. So you want to click the share button on my profile and you want to share this with your friends. You want to share this with your family. You want to be the queen in your life and the queen in other people's lives to get out there. So the Business Queen Ascension, be successful, get up, show up, and invite your friends. Okay? I love you all so much. I will see you inside, and I will be back tomorrow for some amazing, amazing things that we're about to share inside of it. It's getting hot, hot, hot. We're getting closer and closer. We're at -6 days and counting, and I'm excited to be here and to share all this information with you. Take care. I love you. Be good to one another. Bye for now.